All right, everybody, welcome back to the Tiny Boat Nation shop. Back out here in Oxford, Georgia, and it is part 5 of the video series. We're renovating this boat we bought off Facebook Marketplace. So if you guys have followed along for the video, we completely stripped it out, took all the carpet out, styrofoam, all the plywood, cut some back decking out, cut the aluminum out, cut the foam out, basically completely gutted this boat. And on the last video, we pretty much added all the new aluminum bracing, so we're pretty much ready for the sheeting. But before we need to put the sheeting on top, we need to go ahead and run the electrical and the plumbing, and that's what we're doing today. We're going to run the plumbing kit for the live well, the in pump, the out pump. We're going to run all the electrical for the trolling motors, fish finders, live scope, LEDs on the inside, lights in all the hatches. It's a lot more work than it sounds like we're doing, so not too long of a video, not too crazy. But this is a key part, and future me will thank me now if I go ahead and run all this stuff. So in the future, I'll have all the plugins, everything ready. So you don't want to do this after you put all your lids on. So we're gonna go ahead and start doing that today. If you guys aren't already, make sure you go check out the Tiny Boat Nation shop. Check out the Instagram page. You can see all the guys' builds. They'll build your own boat. You guys can bring your boat out here, pay them to do it if you want. But they also have all the kits on the website. You guys can save 5% with the code Georgia on the website on anything: kits, aluminum parts, decking, trolling motors, e-propulsion motors. Like, save like $300 on a motor if you use that code Georgia. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Should be a fun one. Let's go.
Big money.
Do y'all build boats here?
Good morning, sunshine.
What are we doing?
You's about to patch me a couple holes.
About to do what?
You're about to patch me a couple holes.
Okay.
Look at this.
Why is there 700 bolts in the back of the transom?
Your overflow's in the middle and your intake's on the outside. But I can't get this nut on here. You can weld a patch up in this one and then re-drill a smaller hole like that. So it's got to fit in there like this.
Yeah.
And then this line goes into this side.
Right.
This one goes to this through hole. This one goes back up to the top of your tank. And then we can always, because if something happens to your pump or this burns out, this should be the only thing you ever need to replace. It's right here. So we want to make sure that you have access to that and it can be removed when it's still in the boat.
Right. Alright, so essentially our holes were not the right size, so we filled them. Gonna re-drill it so we can install this plumbing, because the holes were too big, so it was going to be leaking. So I went ahead and filled them. Gonna re-drill them, set the live well down a little bit further. Gonna run an in and an out. The out's gonna be probably on this side, and Chris is gonna go over here and finish this rod locker that we didn't finish last time. There's like an inch gap, so you guys can see it kind of widens up out there in the back, so we're gonna have to like put a straight piece in. I'll steal it right now. I'm cold. Oh yeah.
Ooh, so sweet.
Very nice.
Now, what I got to do is
What was the difference?
So your drain
Okay.
from your tank comes straight back to here. This lever is going to be controlled by that cable and that switch. Put the boat in the water, water's going to come up through here and into the pump. If you want to fill the tank, you're going to put it on auto, turn it on, and the water's going to come through here, into here, and pump it into your tank.
Okay.
Then once your tank's full, you're going to switch it to recirc. And it's going to turn this lever and it's going to block off here. So the water's going to come from the tank down into here and recirculate. It allows the air to catch into the water as it's dumping into the tank. So we're going to bring it from here.
So we just put it down in there and made a line on how far down the lid sits. That way we know what depth our hole needs to be. So probably about right there.
Like right under the center of this frame?
Well, I don't want no shade until you drain off.
Bad situation.
It's a bad situation when you get shade until you drain off.
What's wrong?
We shouldn't have done it there.
Why?
We fucked up.
What?
It needed to be over on this side.
Why?
Just kidding.
It's not cool, dude. It's not cool. Get one shot.
Oh, y'all can patch that up.
Knees weak, bomb spaghetti. Knees weak, bomb spaghetti. There's vomit in my lap already.
So that thing's gonna fill up all the way to there.
This is gonna be, we'll have to put it somewhere, probably like over here. So it's actually really only gonna go up to wherever we put this, because this is a little bit larger, so you're gonna be a little lower. But yeah, you're gonna have 8-9 inches of water in here.
It just feels wrong to drill a hole in the side of the boat.
Yeah.
All right, so we have our inline. That's going to be our drain. This is going to be our overflow hole. I guess the overflow is going to be somewhere over here. Got the hose running from under the outlet to the intake. And we have another one. It's going to be our circulation. That's money, dude.
That's money, dude.
Ain't gonna be much, is it?
Alright, so your boat's going to go into the water. Water's going to automatically come in through this through-hole fitting, up into this three-way valve, and into the pump. You're going to fill the pump, or you're going to fill the tank, so the water's going to come from the pump, up this hose, into this outlet, and get mixed with some air to aerate the water that's filling the tank. Then from the drain of the tank, when you want to recirculate everything, you're going to flip your lever to recirc. So it come from the bottom of the tank down underneath the subfloor back to this three-way valve. It's going to block off this through-hole fitting, and it's going to direct straight to the pump and go back into the tank. And then when you want to weigh your fish in for the day, you're going to pull that red lever. You're going to pull it out, and it's going to eject the water out the backside over here to this through-hole fitting where your weigh bag is going to be, and you're going to be able to fill up your bag with water.
All right, so just going to give you a little update on where we're at. Officially, all the plumbing is done. We got the intake, the outtake, the overflow, everything in. Okay, here's what we're doing now. Running some electrical, yes, but Chris got this all welded up for the rod locker, so it's officially done. So what we're about to start doing is we're about to put these vertical aluminum walls up. That one, this one, and this one. Go ahead and box this in. We're gonna then run the electrical on top because we can still get to it. So we are gonna have some aluminum framing in today. So we just sanded all the walls. That's gonna come in later because we're gonna come in here. I gotta get another wheel to sand this. We're gonna paint this black, the inside of this black, the whole inside wall over there black, and then once we turf it, it'll just have a little bit of contrast, and we won't just be looking at bare aluminum. So gonna be painting it black today as well on the inside. So let's go ahead and get some aluminum framing up. So do y'all do it like that, rivet it and then cut it down, or do you...
Yeah, well, in this scenario, I'm gonna trace the line, cut it, and then we'll rivet it in. But Typically I'm only like this much off, but there's so much of a height difference in here.
Yeah.
If it was like this, I'd just sand it like we did the live one, you know?
How'd this one work out to be a little shorter?
The boat's just not square.
Alrighty, we got this sidewall in. Got the sidewall. Where our electrical box is gonna go. Just like that. Access panel going in for under the live well, just in case we need to change something.
What was that?
Alright, so scratch the paint job today. We're actually going to be putting the front bow plate on for the trolling motor mount. This is where my trolling motor is going to attach onto the top of the boat. So going to go ahead and build up that framing. That way next time all we got to do is literally just paint the thing and put the aluminum decking on top. So next video is really where you're going to see the boat's almost going to look done. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to doing that. And then it'll be time to go.
That's how she rolls.
Alrighty, back at the house now. That is officially part 5, I believe, of the Facebook Marketplace boat series. And next time we're going to be painting it. We actually couldn't get into painting it today. So basically we're going to paint all the inside of the wells black and stuff like that. That way when you open your hatches, it's not just solid aluminum. So those will be black. And then on next episode, we'll be laying our sheeted aluminum on top of the boat. So that's when the boat's really going to start looking like a boat. Once all the aluminum's in, we can put all the lids in, officially butted up to the sheeted aluminum. It's going to be ready for the foam. So make sure you guys go check out Tiny Boat Nation. Thanks to Ryan. Thanks to Chris up there at Tiny Boat Nation. You remember you can use the code Georgia on anything on the site. Save 5%. So super excited to go up there and finish the boat. I think we got like 2 or 3 more trips. The thing's going to be done. So cross my fingers. We still need a boat name. Drop a comment down below. Comment a boat name. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.